Hi guys and welcome back. Our mission, your life on your terms. Again, doesn't matter what it is as long as it is what you want. That's the purpose of everything we do on this platform. And today I want to talk about how you can accomplish twice as much in a week than most people do. And it's all about having outstanding morning rituals. What the hell is a morning ritual? Well, 3 words: puts you in control, gives me time, and it sets me up for success. That is pretty cool. So let me actually write down what we're talking about. Outstanding morning routines. Different people have different routines. Most people, unfortunately, don't seem to have any routines whatsoever. So what happens in the morning? People wake up, the alarm goes off, and it's like, don't want to get up, tired. First thing, after a while, grab the phone, check social media, maybe reply to something. Immediately, their head is in their phone, on social media, stressing about what other people have done, so FOMO back again, or FOPO, whatever it is, and maybe reading some emails, just catching up a little bit, getting out of bed, thinking about work mail or some other shit you have to do, stressing about maybe eating something, hitting the shower, walking out, ending up in the office, wondering, how the hell did I end up here? Well, you've done the same thing again and again and again, same thing as you did yesterday, same things as you did before, and guess what happens? You get the same result, and you've done it so many times, it happens automatically, you don't even have to think about it. Autopilot gets you to work. During that same period, I normally have accomplished, in my world, quite a few things, which is quite different to most, and that's what I want to share with you. So, what I'm going to talk about is morning rituals or morning routines, or why they're so important. I painted a picture of the normal situation in the mornings, and then normally the days go by and they're super busy, stressful, whatever. You get back home, you need to cook some food and do whatever, and then you're dead tired. So when is me time? When is taking control, not being super stressed all day? That's actually done first thing in the morning. That's when you set the rules, you decide, and you take control over your day and how it's going to pan out. And by having routines, same thing as you have with work or exercise or whatever, you create a structure, you use it consistently over a few weeks. By then you created a habit. A habit is something you do multiple times, it just seems to happen, but it is still happening in here. You're programming your brain based on what you do. And there's so many people, and if you ask successful people, most people have brilliant morning routines, things they always do. And the other thing, of course, then is, if you want it to happen in the morning, you need to start getting up quite early. When that is up to you. But if you need to leave for work or whatever it is that you do, say at 8, then I would suggest you have at least 2 hours before, maybe 3 hours. And I can hear you shouting, oh, am I gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you crazy idiot. Again, this is your life, and you decide how you want to live it. But just let me tell you how it could be. Because I'm getting up relatively early, between 4 and 6. That's the extreme, between say 4 and 6. Why? Because then I know every day starts the same way. Clean sheet, I set the rules, I set the priorities, and I have time for me and for what is going to happen during the day. So I'm setting myself up for success. It doesn't mean I'm not sleeping. The only difference is, if I get up at 5, maybe I don't go to bed at 11 or 12. No, I just go to bed a little bit early. Just let me ask you this. How productive are you? Are you doing something useful or valuable after 9 o'clock? Most people aren't. They're lying in the sofa, maybe eating some snack, watching something on telly, checking their phones, but that's about it. So if you just skip that part, went to bed earlier, you will still get the hours that you want. But if you go to bed super late, having problems waking up in the morning, yeah, that's not a surprise. I still want you to get good quality sleep. Sleep is super important to the quality of our lives, so never budge on sleep. It is super important. So again, I go to bed early, then what happens? That's the question. I normally wake up, no alarm. I don't need an alarm to wake up between, around 5-ish. No, it happens naturally because I'm rested. It's time to get going. My routine, you can do whatever you want. The key thing is that you have a structure and that you have certain things that you always do. And I do it again to make sure I'm in control of the day, how it starts, what I want to get done, and of course, I want to have time for me and what I want to do. And early in the morning, no one around to disturb, I can get my things done very easily. So, first thing, kiss my girlfriend good morning. 2, get up and give myself a little bit of a neck massage. Maybe have some bad pillows, who knows, but it's actually quite nice. I do some deep breathing for a couple of minutes, relaxes me, but at the same time gets me going. I have a big glass with apple cider vinegar. Tastes so, but it's very healthy. Take a big glass of that, and another glass of water. I normally go and sit down, do my gratitude session. What the hell is a gratitude session, you might ask? A gratitude session is just me going through some of the things I'm grateful for. Things that happened normally the day before. Can be small things like beautiful day, that I met a great friend, that I had a chat with someone, or another kind of experience. It doesn't have to be something big, it can be a small thing. The key thing is that it's something that you are grateful for. And by doing this every morning, and I'm not looked at my phone, I focus on the good things in life. Make them big. And sometimes I also think about the future, add something that I'm grateful for that I know is going to happen in my life, and I'm grateful for that. So I can feel the emotions now of something that haven't even occurred yet. The cool thing is, my body doesn't know if it's happened or not happened, if it's happening in my brain or if I actually have experienced it in real life, but I can still make myself have the same feelings as if. So I do that. So the gratitude session, super important because it puts a big smile on my face because I had a great day yesterday, I'm having another great day today, and there's so many good things happening in my life all the time. That's the gratitude part, and I have a separate session, as you might have seen, on gratitude journaling and why you should always use one. But let's continue. The next thing, vision board. Vision board we've spoken about quite a bit. That is basically the big picture where you put up whatever it is that you want to experience or accomplish or have in your life. So I focus on my vision board for a few minutes. I go through everything on the vision board in my mind as if it has already happened. I go through everything. So it's stuff, yes. It's life, yes. It's relationship, it's health. So it's a little bit of everything. So check out the post on vision board in case you haven't done one. That's the next one. The next step for me is actually doing some exercise. So depending a little bit on where I am and what I do, but normally I just spend a couple of minutes. So at the moment I've just been using, and it's a little bit too short, but that's normally because I do a session later on during the day, but just to do something to get my energy going. So normally just stand jumping, should really be doing, actually jumping for real, do that to get the energy going, get my cells moving and so forth. And the other thing is getting a rubber band, for exercise and exercising elastic rubber band. So I do some bicep curls. It's pretty cool because you spend $5. That's the only thing I've used for that kind of exercise. And I do that for another couple of minutes. And I think it works pretty well for me. So I just spend a few minutes, but I could do a longer session. But normally just a few minutes in the morning because I do a longer session in the afternoon. Next step, journaling. Just get it out. Whatever it is that I feel I need to get out, just write it down. Just let the pen flow. We've spoken about that too, but if there's something on my mind, get it out. I want to start a day with a clean sheet. So get out whatever stuff is there, get that one out. Then I focus on my daily focus list. We have a separate session on that. And that is basically for me to know what is it that is most important for me to do today. And those most important things to do, those are the first ones I want to accomplish early on during the day. Because if I get them done, yes, I'm feeling really good because I've accomplished the most important task for the day. So always knowing what it is that is important for me. It can be private, it can be work-wise, doesn't matter. But having a priority list so I know when these things are done, I'm feeling pretty good about myself because I've accomplished a lot. And most days that happens early in the day. That's the daily focus list. Then you have about, depending how much time you spend doing this, if you have 2 hours, well, that's brilliant, because then I probably have another now hour and a half where I can do reading or learning. And if I do reading, it's normally something where obviously again learning, or I can actually do it as production time. So if I have my own thing that are really important for me, myself and I, or for my family, then I do that now. Because if I dedicate that time in the morning every day, I know I have half an hour, maybe more to get this done. Because when the day sort of starts for most people, it might be stressful, I might be busy, I have a lot of work to do, whatever it might be, getting home after work, I'm tired. To make sure things happen, plan them in the morning. And if I spend 5 minutes on this, if I'm traveling, that's okay. But some things I never want to miss. This is my routine, and this is what I want to do every day to train myself, to set myself up for the day, and make sure that the things that are most important to me always happen. So if you want to make things happen in your life, you set up your own routines, how much time, how little time, you decide that. But if you can set aside so that you know you have maybe an hour to work on the things that are really important to you, maybe it is taking control over your finances, maybe it is finding a side hustle, maybe it is to start writing your book, it doesn't matter. But if you do that every day in the morning and spend an hour or so every morning, I do believe that that hour is going to be so much more productive than most of the hours during your day. And that is the cool thing about it. So if you start doing this, you take control over your day because you started in the same way, smile on your face, all the good stuff that has happened, you've accomplished a lot, you've done your exercises in the morning, you've done stuff for yourself and for your family, and this is before breakfast. So most people haven't woken up yet, and if they have, they've been stressed about the work stuff or something else on social media. You haven't spent 1 second thinking about those. And that's the really, really good thing, and it's so beneficial because now you're calm, you're relaxed, you're happy because you've already done so much. And if you do this, I know you're gonna feel so much better, you're gonna become so much more productive, and if you use the daily focus list, separate session, you're gonna be in control. And if you're in control, you won't feel overwhelmed, which means the stress level is going to be so much lower. I've done all of this today. We filmed 4 sessions this morning. Most people haven't even gotten into their jobs yet. What have you accomplished today? That's my question for you, and that is also something to think about. And if you feel you haven't accomplished much, I would really recommend check out the post, set yourself up for success, and create your own morning routines, and things will start happening in your life.